you so Thank you guys so much. So why is DV Lottery 2024 different from the others? So please guys, I'm just going straight to the point. I'm not going to waste time. Yeah, because I don't want this live to be too long. I know when I upload this video, if you are not in the live, you'll be watching it later. So there's good news for DV Lottery 2020. I made a video where I talked about the bank statement and your host. Okay, so for host, you need a host. You must have a host, or you get an apartment if you can't find any host. But it is very easy to have a host. At least you must have some friends who have traveled in the US. You must have relative. If you don't have relative, you must have friends. Even friends you have not been discussing with, try to contact them on social media. Try and be discussing with them now before the lottery result is out, so that when you win the lottery, it will be easier for you to convince them to host you. So try and be looking for a host right now. Hi, who is there? I can see one person is already there. Please leave a comment, let me know who you are. Okay, thank you so much. Yep, it's necessary to have a host. Now the clarification I want to make is concerning the bank statement. I talked about bank statement in that video, that you need a bank statement. The good news here is that you don't need any bank statement for DV Lottery 2020 in the comment. Once you have a host, you are good to go. You don't have to present bank statement. Donald Trump's era, but now that it's Joe Biden, they have setting laws. Okay, so bank statement is one of that thing that they have adjusted. You no longer need bank statement. What you need is a host. If you win the DV lottery, make sure you have a host. If you cannot find any host for yourself, gather money and rent an apartment before leaving your country. Okay, before going for the interview, make sure you already have somewhere you can stay in the US, because they cannot grant you visa when you don't have where to stay. You come and be frustrated. You come and be a burden to the. Yes, that's why it's. I'm sorry, guys. It's my son. Okay, guys, you need to have a host. You don't need a bank statement. Okay. Please, if you're watching, give it a thumbs up. I really appreciate it to me. I want to talk about marriage or unmarried requirement. There's that requirement for marriage. So many people are confused. If you want to apply for the DV lottery, if you are not legally married, even if you have married traditionally, like we know here in Africa, most people always get married traditionally. You know, traditional marriage, when you go for the interview, there's nothing to prove that you guys have gotten married. Okay, so one important thing that can prove that you have gotten married is the court marriage certificate. Okay, you have to present your certificate that you've gotten married lawfully. And if you haven't gotten married lawfully, just apply as unmarried, so that when you win the DV lottery, you can get married legally and go with your spouse. And when you go for the interview, your spouse is not going to present any documents. Okay, like the qualification, like and the work experience. What your spouse needs to present is that marriage certificate. So if you're going with your spouse and your spouse already have children, if he or she didn't have those children with you, when you apply as married, or when you later got married after applying, those children can go with you guys, because they automatically become your children, your husband. So advantage. Okay. Hi, please, who is there? I can see there's someone there. Please leave a comment, let me know who you are. Thank you so much for joining this live. It really means a lot to me. Okay, so what I was saying is, if you are applying as the wife, you apply as unmarried. Even if you are married traditionally, just apply as unmarried. after. Hi, Ali Conte, are you from Sierra Leone? I know there's an author known as Otman Conte. There's a book I read in secondary school, Unanswered Cries. So the author's name was Osman Conte. He's from Sierra Leone, so that's why I think Ali is from Sierra Leone. Thank you so much, Ali. Thank you for joining. Yes, thank you. Please give it a thumbs up. Yes, as I was saying, if you are applying as the wife and your husband is having children, that's the children that he didn't have with you, like you don't have any child with your husband already has 1 or 2 children or even more children. If you apply as unmarried and later got married, legally when you're going for interview, all the children are going with you because they automatically become yours. Okay, so that's the advantage. You go with your husband. I'm calling my son. Okay, as I was saying, guys, you just need your statement, just your host, and you are good to go. Okay, certain fee you pay when going for the interview, you pay. You have to take note of that. In this video, my network is so bad. You can as an au pair. As au pair, you're going to be seats. This is mostly for ladies. Okay, any au pair agency online, a host family that will host you. If they have children, like children 2 and below, you can go and act as a nanny to those kids. The host family will be there for you. You go to the embassy, you apply, you let them know that you want to go to the US as an au pair, and you already have a host family, so you can go to the US as an au pair. You stay with your host family, you take care of the children for 12 months. After 12 months, you can still sign another contract with the host family to stay a bit longer, maybe 6 months, 12 months or 9 months. So when you stay and your au pair period is over, because it always gets over, you cannot stay there forever. Okay, so the children will outgrow that stage and you have to move back to your country. Now, if you don't want to move back to your country as an au pair, there's something you have to do. It's either you get married to a US citizen as a woman. So this is mostly for ladies. Okay, you can apply as an au pair and go to the US, take care of babies for a period of 1 year or 2 years. When the period gets over, if you find a relationship with a US citizen, then you can remain in the US. Or if my network is so bad. So when you finish serving as an au pair and you get married to a there and live there forever, you have a green card, you eventually become a US citizen. Now another means to go to is through marriage. This is one of the simple ways to go to from the DV lottery. If you have a spouse who is already a US citizen, if your spouse is a permanent resident, like someone who went as a DV lottery winner and has not gotten a US citizen, the person cannot invite you, okay, until the person becomes a US citizen 5 years later. If you go to the US as a DV lottery winner, you will not automatically become a US citizen. No, you automatically become permanent residents of the United States. So give you your permanent resident that you can stay there whatever you want. If you want to travel, you can go anywhere, any part of the world, and you can still go back to the US without any problem. But you will not become a US citizen. You cannot invite your spouse. Okay, so you stay there for 5 years before you be able to invite your spouse, before you become a US citizen. Yeah, so when your spouse become a US citizen, or if you already have someone who is a US citizen, you can move to the US. The person will send a petition invitation that he or she wants their family to relocate to meet them in the US. Then the embassy, they'll grant you interview, they eventually grant you the visa, then you move to the US and you become a green card holder as well. Okay, another means you can move to the US is through investment. I know most of us in Africa, the network is so bad. Hi, who is there? I'm not seeing your comments. Your comments. Make a mistake for DV lottery. Was the mistake, or you didn't fill your names well? If you have any problem with your name, it's not going to be a big deal, okay? Especially if the names are the same names you have in your document. If you mixed up the name, there's not going to be a big problem, but make sure you don't write different names that are not yours. Some people say they made mistake and applied 2 times. You cannot apply 2 times and you call it a mistake. It's intentional, because each time you apply, you get a confirmation. Immediately you apply and you submit, you get a confirmation that will show that you have applied. So you cannot go and apply 2 times and call it a mistake. Number 8 should be your current location or your photo. I've forgotten, please. Oh my god, my ringer video that you can borrow a mailing address from a friend or anyone who has a mailing countries in Africa, they don't have personal mailing address. I make a mistake for DV lottery application form. Number 8. So Ali, I don't know, I can't remember what number 8 was about. Can you remember me for joining? If number 8 was the mail address, okay, so it's not going to be a big problem. They are not going to mail your DV lottery results to you. So if you made a mistake with the mailing address, it's not going to be a big problem. They will understand that not all countries have mailing address, but it is always good to fill your mailing address. Don't leave it blank, don't leave it empty. After the DV lottery, after everything, they send your results through your email no, they send the results to the website and you have to use your confirmation number to check your result. So if there's any problem with your mailing address, you don't have to worry about that. Hi Ali, so what was your mistake about? You keep saying you made a mistake and I've been asking you. You said number 8. I don't know what number 8 was about. I can't remember what was in number 8 because I'm not having the form right now with me, okay? Hi guys, thank you guys for joining. Thank you so much for joining. Yes, we're talking about the DV lottery. Why DV lottery 2024 is different. It's different in the sense that you don't need to present a bank statement, okay? I made a video some days back talking about the bank statement. The good news is that you don't have to present a bank statement. It was during Donald Trump's era. Now that is Joe Biden, they have removed that option of bank statement. Yes, please guys, if you're joining, just give it a thumbs up. Just tap on the thumbs up, like this video please. So you only need your host. I did feel twice. Okay, this was what I was saying. Hi guys. So my goodness, I'm so sorry, this is crazy. Can't rotate device. What's happening? Oh my goodness, this is so unfair. Guys, I'm so sorry. What's happening here? Please, if you feel twice, it's a very big problem. If they find out that you feel it twice, you are going to be in trouble because your applications will be terminated. All your applications will be terminated. But if they don't find out, then oh my god, if they don't find out, then you are not going to have any problem. But I've been saying it, if you read the instructions, they clearly state that you shouldn't apply more than one time. If you have someone who has applied for you, don't apply again. So you have to stick to the instruction. You have to follow the instructions very well. I'm so sorry if you applied 2 times, but the instructions were there. It's always there that you shouldn't apply. People have made videos warning people not to apply more than one time. You guys, I'm so sorry about what is happening right now. I have to end this live, guys. I'm so sorry. I have to end this live.